One of the more welcome trends in modern gaming is the incorporation of cooperative play into a game's core experience. Bethesda will soon give players another opportunity to buddy up with Hunted: The Demon's Forge, an action game equipped with a few classic fantasy RPG elements. The tale centers on two mercenaries named Alara and Caddoc, who are in search of treasure when they're approached by the mysterious spirit Seraphim. The devilish vixen promises them riches beyond their wildest dreams, but it's quickly apparent she has ulterior motives. Hunted offers players the aid of an AI-controlled partner or the ability to team up via online multiplayer or locally with a split-screen option. Experience and loot earned will carry over between single-player and multiplayer, so you also won't have to worry about losing your progress if you jump back and forth. The game is structurally similar to a dungeon crawler, with exploration and puzzle elements paying homage to past generations of games such as Dungeons & Dragons and Wizardry. This isn't to say the entire game takes place indoors, though. There are many larger outdoor areas along with towns where you can interact with locals.
What is that?
When dealing with foes, each character uses unique abilities that complement the other. Alara is a female elf who excels at long-range attacks with her archery skills, and Caddoc is a male human that flaunts his brute strength, making him optimal for tanking. Situations will frequently arise where you'll have to rely on teamwork to advance, such as a sequence where Caddoc must hold off enemies while Alara rushes to a cannon to take down an enemy stronghold. Each warrior has their strengths, but both heroes possess the ability to use melee, long range, and magical attacks.
Is that what I think it was?
If you're thinking giant eye, then yes.
Do you think it saw us?
It was a giant eye.
New and superior gear will be found along the way, although the rare appearance of new equipment makes it clear this isn't a loot-driven game. Magic spells, abilities, and upgrades are purchased with experience points, which can then be selected for use in battle. Rather than just being able to use spells to attack, players can also buff their partners with an infusion of magical energy. The battle charge typically enhances weapons with elemental properties for increased damage, and is one of the many ways the pair of mercenaries can work together to overwhelm enemies. If both characters battle charge each other, they'll form a link between them that functions much like a tripwire that will obliterate any enemies unfortunate enough to get caught in its path.
Who is that? That woman giving the orders?
No idea, but I can tell by looking at her she wouldn't be pleasant to deal with.
During our play session, we witnessed Caddoc levitating enemies that became easy prey for Alara to pick off from afar. Later on, the archer could freeze enemies with her Arctic Arrow ability, allowing Caddoc to rush in and smash them to pieces with his blade. Other combat elements include the Fury Meter, which charges as you land basic attacks and gives you access to an extra powerful blow, and the ability to take cover behind objects to avoid damage. Popping up from behind cover to score headshots may remind you of other third-person action games, although that's not necessarily a bad thing. The Demon's Forge looks like it'll be combining something old with something new, but will this crafting succeed? GT will be gearing up for the hunt later this June, so be sure to return then for our in-depth coverage.